Hey everybody, what's up y'all? Welcome back to my channel. TammyTalks here. Let's talk Ryan Coogler and how he was mistaken for a bank robber. I'm sure I have a very unpopular opinion about this topic. But before we get started, I do breakdowns of various TV shows, both scripted and reality, interjecting my own thoughts, opinions, and theories into each and every recap. I also do like some pop culture, entertainment news type stories. Again, interjecting my own thoughts, opinions, and theories about each and every topic. So if you enjoy this type of content, please consider subscribing to my channel, hitting that thumbs up button if you enjoyed the video, and then let's hop into the comment section and talk about this because I feel like it's pretty much to talk about. So Ryan Coogler, who is a Hollywood director, he directed the Black Panther movie, went into a Bank of America in Atlanta, wrote a note. I'm going to put the deposit slip note somewhere up here, right in this area. This is what he writes in the area that says, do not write in this area. I would like to withdraw $12,000 cash from my checking account. Please do not please do the money counting somewhere else. I like to be discreet. Now, I read the articles, everything that followed. Ryan did give the woman his ID, and I believe his PIN number to access the money, okay? However, why are you filling out a deposits? Well, why are you filling out a withdrawal slip like that? I worked at a bank. I worked as a teller for 2 years during college. And yeah, people would come in all the time and do dumb shit like that when trying to withdraw money instead of actually just filling it out. There is absolutely no reason why he couldn't go up to the teller, give his license, give his debit card or credit card, give it to her, and then tell her, then y'all want to get 12,000 out. Could you be discreet with it? Like, don't, do all that money counting right here. There are other ways to handle that. But he wrote this note like a serial killer and handed it to her like a bank robber. So yeah, the story then got interesting. We found out it was a black woman. Sis, you don't know who Ryan Coogler is? The fact that she called the police, completely asinine about it. The fact that she went through all of that, completely asinine. I watched a video of him being arrested and he's literally just at the counter and the police come in, guns drawn, asking him to step away. As a black person, that is triggering. As a black man, that is triggering. This black ma'am, like, I feel like this entire thing was super escalated. Super escalated. My biggest question again to Ryan, why did you just go up to a teller? What person that has that amount of money in their account, like, you don't have a business manager, you don't have a personal banker that you work with, you don't have a banker, you don't have a relationship or rapport with like the branch manager to where you can go into their office, they can go over to the teller line and or to the vault, really, they can go over to the vault to get that money out for you. You just walk up and go to the teller. I know people are saying that it shouldn't have been an issue. My issue was the fact that he wrote like that on that withdrawal slip. Why can't you fill it out? I can admit I do not always know my account number. I don't always have it readily available when I go into a bank, if I go into a bank. So when I do that, I fill out every single thing correctly on the withdrawal slip and I hand it to the teller and I will give them my PIN number or I give them my, your debit card. But I'm more concerned and confused at the fact that he went in with this note demanding money. Now, Miss Lady Ma'am, the fact that he had on a hat and a mask and shades, it is a pandemic outside. Some of us are still social distancing and some of us are still trying to be safe. Not everybody wants the Rona. But the entire story, and then the uproar from people saying, oh, well, it doesn't matter how you fill out the deposit form. It really does. In hindsight, no. It doesn't matter how you fill out the slip. But but it does matter. You see what I'm saying? The entire thing to me was I don't know. I feel like it's 50-50 to blame. And I know that that's a very, very unpopular opinion. There are a lot of people coming to Ryan's defense and, should he have been, detained and all that stuff? Absolutely not. Shame on you, Teller, for immediately thinking that a man that gave you his ID and his PIN number is trying to rob you. Shame on you for being a black person and not knowing who Ryan Coogler is. But on the flip side, I feel like Ryan has to take some responsibility in this too, because why would you write that note like that and then hand it to her? There's a way better way to handle that. So I know the police asked him to, why does he work with the office manager? And he said that's something he's gonna look into. You should have been looked into that. Anytime that I have had to withdraw a substantial amount of money, I have went to a banker. I don't go to the teller line. I have went to a banker so that the banker can then go over. They'll get the withdrawal form for you. The banker will help you fill it out if you need help. Ryan clearly does. If you need help filling it out, and then they will come back with the money for you. I remember when I bought a car, and I was buying it from somebody like off the street or whatever, and I got out like $7,000 or $8,000. I went to, and this was me being like 22, 23. I went to the banker, told the banker then went to the teller line, did the necessary dots. They then got the money out of the vault and then they bring the money back to you. That is how you get it done discreetly. But this shouldn't have happened. I know Bank of America was uber nervous when they heard about what happened, and then they probably had the biggest sigh of relief when they found out that it was a black woman, because last thing that any of these corporations want and need is for somebody to run up on them and kind of make it seem as if now it's a racial issue. I saw people saying this woman has self-hatred and all this other stuff. We don't know that. We don't know that. I don't even think we know the woman's name or anything about her. But we do know that this woman, for whatever reason, thought that him giving his ID, that this woman giving his ID and his PIN number was just cause to make you think that he is a bank robber. That part is not computing for me. That part makes absolutely no sense. Absolutely no sense. Ryan does not seem to be pressing charges. He doesn't. Last I saw, he he's not pressing charges. He understands what happens. He said Bank America was very accommodating. The police were, everything worked out fine. I think for me the mix is the people that are on like Twitter and stuff. So you see a lot of people saying that, yeah, I've seen this happen because I work in a bank and this is how they do it. Yeah, that might be how they do it, but that's not necessarily the right way to handle it or the right way to do it. I still say Ryan should have walked up to the teller line with his withdrawal slip, with everything filled out, not with him writing a note saying, I want this amount of thousands, do it discreetly. Don't do that. I feel like just go to the teller line, give the teller your ID, give the teller your debit card, and then say, hey, I want to get this amount of money out. Could you please be discreet with it? You ask somebody to be discreet with it, they are. But at the same time, they're also not out there 1,000, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2,000. Like, they're not counting like the count from Sesame Street. So, it's a weird situation. It definitely made social media interesting. It also shows how ignorant a lot of people are. It also showed how some people feel that It also shows that how some people are so ready to attack black women. The way this black lady is getting dragged to and fro all up and through these social media streets. Granted, yeah, you overreacted. You shouldn't have done that. But Ryan, from now on, I want you to meet with a get you a banker, make a rapport, get a relationship going with the office manager or the branch manager if you choose to go back to that branch, and then do it that way so that when you need to withdraw a substantial amount of money, you can go in, you talk to the banker, they go do it for you, and that's how discretion comes about. That's just really it. That's it. And for the banker, ma'am, if you are not able to discern who somebody is, you can have him put his mask down for a moment. You can have him take his hat off. You can have him take his shades off. You could have done any of those three things if you wanted to see if he was indeed the man that was on the ID. Ask him some security questions. There were a trillion different ways that this scenario should have went, and none of them happened for whatever reason. Let me know how you guys felt about this topic down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.